Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So I'm back. I'm back at home. And I'm making this emergency stream once again because I want to tell you guys why the Bitcoin whales, the ones that are manipulating the market, are actually losing control. Contrary to what some of you guys may think, I believe the Bitcoin whales are actually losing their stronghold. They're losing their control over the market, and why it's fantastic for us Bitcoiners and us altcoiners. So thanks for tuning in. As always, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams every day, 11:30, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, although weekend's a little bit iffy. But make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. All right, guys. A lot of people tuning in. A lot of people, again, a little fearful. I did a video last night kind of telling you guys to ignore the FUD. There are still whalish games going on, and there are still whalish games going on, but I'm here to say I believe they're actually losing their control, and let me explain why. First of all, let's start out with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 47,100 just a few minutes ago. We saw Bitcoin go down even lower. Went down to about 46.2. And if you look at over the past few days, going back to the 13th, we have seen some of these whalish games where Bitcoin fell down to about 45.9. Here's one at 47. Here's one just yesterday, 46.4. This morning, again, I mean, just not too long ago, 46.3. But you could see that Bitcoin somehow is just staying down, right? Why is it not coming up? Obviously, this big dip right here is caused by Elon, and I have an update on it. I don't know what Elon is doing now, if he's purposeful, like trying to troll Bitcoin, or there's some other agenda, but there really isn't, because I'm going to show you this tweet I just found. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But before I get to that, why is Bitcoin down here? Why is it not recovering? Well, there's just a lot of FUD going on. And that was my point of my yesterday's video, because people are getting antsy. They're looking at Bitcoin. They're like, it has not moved for 2 months. What's going on? Why is Bitcoin not moving? Well, I've explained this perfectly before. There will be periods where Bitcoin just goes sideways, right? But right now, because of Elon and what he has unleashed upon the world, which is FUD about energy usage and how it's all dirty energy usage. And that has spurred like a whole other level of FUD because it's coming from someone like Elon, right? And while this is going on, Bitcoin, of course, is being manipulated. And let me show you how. First of all, let's look at this from Crypto Quant. All exchange inflow of Bitcoin. So you could see that right here. Big collection. Let me move my camera so you guys could see this. You could see right over here, right around 50, 57 mark going down. You could see how, yeah, there's a massive amount of inflow into the exchanges, right? And then it kind of leveled out, but there's still a little bit higher. But this is all inflows. So what does this really mean? Is it really retail panicking, or is it the whales that are driving panic? Well, I think here's a telling story. So if you break up all exchange inflows, how about we break it up between spot and derivatives? Well, if you look at spot, do you see a difference? Yeah, there's nothing here. This barely has gone up, which means for most of us that are utilizing spot exchanges, no one's panicking. No one is, depositing a Bitcoin to sell. So then where is it coming from? Well, let's look at derivative exchange inflow. Oh, there we go. This is clear. Night and day, right? Look at this. Spot exchange, derivative exchange. Spot exchange, derivative exchange. You can clearly see that the whales recognize the FUD that's going on right now. They want to take advantage. They want to fear you. They want you to let go of your Bitcoin and give it to them. Just like the thumbnail of this video showing a gigantic whale eating Bitcoin, because that's what they're trying to do. They want you to sell. That's why you have a mass amount of Bitcoin going to derivative exchanges. utilizing their leverage, applying pressure, applying FUD, and trying to cause the market to go down, which is why Bitcoin hasn't come up significantly. Over the last few days, we have seen Bitcoin come up and down and up and down, and every time it seems like it wants to come back up, it just gets driven down by more FUD and more derivative inflow. And you could clearly see the difference between, again, retail, what retail is doing like you and I, and what the whales are doing. But here's the good news. Retail seems to be learning. Okay? You can only do this. You know the phrase. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, then I'm just a damn fool. So retail investors like you guys, even though you may be new, maybe you just entered in February or January, even March, you lived through this a couple times, right? So you're getting smarter. You're becoming more savvy to these dips, and you're realizing there is really no need to be panicking. So number one, I've been noticing that if you look at the Bitcoin liquidations, the ones that are playing leverage, the ones that are playing the futures and so forth, they're getting a little smarter. They're not as greedy. And this is what I've been telling you guys, don't use leverage. So you could see over the past few days, the amount of liquidations for the long side is actually pretty tame. A lot tamer than I thought. I thought there would be like more like this, right? A lot more. But you could see the last 2 days, 3 days, it's been quite tame, which shows that retail investors like, okay, there's going to be some whale games. I should not be falling for it. I don't want to be liquidated. That would just be stupid. So that's number one. But number two, which is the bigger tell in terms of why retail investors are getting smarter, is this. You know what? The global crypto market cap is actually doing very, very, very well. In fact, on a day like today, when there's a whole lot of panic and a whole lot of FUD, guess what? Altcoins are actually leading the way. Altcoins are actually getting stronger. Over the last 3 months, or 2.5 months, you could say, Bitcoin has not been doing that well. It's just been hovering. But guess what has happened over the last 2-3 months? Altcoins have started skyrocketing. Retail investors are not falling for it. Just because Bitcoin has a little dip doesn't mean that, say, Binance Coin or Cardano needs to have a dip. In fact, they're getting stronger. That is why I think that's the biggest tell that retail investors are not falling for these whale games, and why whales are actually losing their power. Because right now, derivatives, most of these derivative exchanges, guess what? They concentrate on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but mostly Bitcoin. So whenever they want to drive the market one way or another, they try to apply it with Bitcoin leverage, and they try to bring it down or up. But right now, what's happening is, well, the retail investor's like, yeah, screw you guys. I don't care. I know this is a game. It's dipping, but still, I'm going to put more money into altcoins. I believe Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin, Solana, VeChain, even Dogecoin now is going to go higher. So I am not going to fall for it. So I think this is the biggest tell. And I think you guys recognize that too, because even though maybe your portfolio, your total fiat value has gone down, but guess what? Your BTC value has been going up, right? If you've been well diversified, you've been paying attention to this channel and me, and looking at all these favorite, big caps and mid caps, right? They have done and held really well. So despite the fact you may not have an all-time high in terms of fiat, but in terms of BTC, actually, you should be seeing an all-time high, because these altcoins are holding extremely, extremely well. And I think that's a very, very, very positive and telling sign. And just even looking at today, okay? Binance Coin was up in the green. It's down slightly, but still less than Bitcoin, right? Cardano, even though today is a little bit worse off than Bitcoin, look at the last 7-day performance. Bitcoin being down 18%, Cardano up 22%. Shows you how much strength there is in Cardano. In fact, if you look at all these, right, even Dogecoin, even XRP, even Polkadot, they are all up for the week versus negative 18% for Bitcoin. And you go down the list, Stellar today is doing fantastic. Solana yesterday started pumping. In fact, it's at 14%, plus 14% today. Even VeChain decided to join in the fun and it's up. And you have very strong movers like Polygon, right? Theta is coming in a little bit, and you have Terra, IOTA. I mean, you have a lot of altcoins that are doing extremely well. So bottom line is, don't fall for the FUD. The FUD will always exist. Throughout Bitcoin's history, there has been numerous occasions of FUD. Every single time, Bitcoin gets right back up, picks itself up, and continues higher. There will be periods where Bitcoin is stalling, consolidating, may have a difficult time moving. But history has shown us, has always picked itself up and continued forward. So right now, despite the fact there is some Elon FUD, okay, there is some Elon FUD, the whales are trying to take advantage of it, but I'm here to show you that actually they're losing their control. This is what we want. The people, the retail side, not the whale side, not the institutional side, the retail side, the people are actually getting smarter and learning and having more confidence each and every dip. And that is fantastic. Everyone is starting to build crust around their hands, and those crusts are starting to turn into diamonds. And once they do, you become an unstoppable force. Okay, so that's what you need to build. You need to build those diamond hands. You need to take advantage of dips. When there are dips, you take advantage, you dollar cost average, and you hodl. And you hodl some more, and if there's more dips, and you buy some more dips, and then you hodl, and you keep repeating, rinse and repeat, and eventually you go build that life-changing wealth that you're looking for, okay? So with that said, I have to mention it. Two more Elon FUD. One is really bad, and one is not so bad, though it's still trolling. So for example, Michael Saylor tweeted this out about 7-layer security and serves as the foundation of the world's greatest digital monetary network. He talks about in this video about how there's a lot of energy wasted and how Bitcoin only takes a fraction of that. And Elon tweets out Sailor Moon. The cartoon, but I think he's also trolling that Michael is basically providing hopium at this point. I don't know. I don't know how you guys interpret that, but for me, I interpret that as some trolling right there. Now, what's worse is Peter McCormick, which is somewhat well known in the industry. He's not attacking Elon. He spent an enormous amount of time writing an 11-part tweet, to Elon, asking him if he's really trolling or not. And he goes on and explains about Dogecoin, about decentralization, about Bitcoiners. This is a really well thought out series of tweets. This is not like a troll tweet or anything. And despite all this, look at how long. It's not even 11 parts. I'm sorry. It's 24 parts. 24 parts, okay? Really well thought out. And guess how Elon responded? Obnoxious threads like this makes me want to go all in on Doge. This was not obnoxious. You guys go read it for yourself. This is not obnoxious. This is not trolling. This is not hate. He didn't troll on Elon. He didn't hate on Elon. He was trying to be objective. Yet Elon didn't like that and said it's obnoxious and he wants to go all on Doge. I just don't get it. I can't defend Elon on stuff like this. I mean, he's supposed to be a thought leader, someone that's thinking outside the box, someone that's reasonable and smart and talented. But in this case, I mean, he's just trolling, just being obnoxious himself for the sake of being obnoxious. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I don't know. I just don't know what is going on here. The fact that he's keep pumping Doge, I guess it's good. It's good for Doge holders. I get that. It's bringing a lot of attention to the ecosystem. I get that. But there's no need to be trolling or fudding Bitcoin while doing so. And he continues to do so. And I just don't get it. All right, that is pretty much it. You know what? I do have to let you guys go pretty soon. So let's do a very quick Q&A. Don't ask me about shitcoins today. Not in the mood for it. So if you have any general questions, please feel free to ask, and then I'll let you guys get back to your beautiful Sunday. I don't have anyone. Man, there's so much scrolling here. So much scrolling. I can't even see any. I can't even see any questions right now. Someone's asking about Cody. Cody powers Cardano's ADA Pay, so I do think they're a good project. Do you think BTC could go lower? It can. I mean, obviously anything is possible, but right now there seems to be a new base right here that's formed around 46,000. But if it does go lower, 45,000 obvious support. So we'll see. What else is there? Did I miss the peak of alt season? I don't think you missed it. I think there's a lot more room to grow. Not only alt season, but also Bitcoin season. Bitcoin's not dead. Bitcoin's not going to stop here. It will continue on. It will get through the FUD. So don't give up on Bitcoin either, but I do think both will go much higher. BNB prediction. I think BNB is one of those projects you need to just put into your portfolio. In your big cap portfolio, it's one of them I really, really like because I think Binance is going to the moon. Do you think Tesla, Elon just wants to buy the dip? I mean, here's the thing. If they end up doing so, that would be pure market manipulation, right? The SEC will have a problem with that. So I don't know. A lot of people speculating that he's trying to build a green energy miner, solar power miner. I don't know. This is the wrong way to do it. So yeah, I don't know. Midjet, I appreciate that. It's okay. The likes will come in. What are your thoughts on Nano? Nano exploded recently because of Elon's comment about moving to a faster and more energy efficient chain, but I don't think it's gonna be Nano. But yeah, they've been hovering around for a while. So Vakeshna, thank you. Bax is no longer a charity coin. Can you re-up? Why? Why is there no longer a charity coin? The fact that they started out as a charity coin and now they're no longer charity coin, that is even a bigger red flag. They completely 180 then if that's the case. So no, I'm not. My 9 just did not change. It got worse, in fact, for BAB. Chainlink is also one of those that you should hold your big cap portfolio. I think there's just no competition right now. There's no competition, no true competition to Chainlink. I think it's gonna go much higher. It's gonna go much higher. Do you think BTC will go below 40,000? I don't believe so. ADA, I just got done talking about it. ADA is on a roll. There's consensus that's coming up next week that might draw a lot of attention. And also Cardano, everyone's waiting for Goguen. When Goggen's done, they're gonna be unleashed. There's gonna be so many dApps and DeFi and NFT stuff that's coming to Cardano. I think it's gonna be Elon just replied to Michael saying that he should wear that. He should wear an outfit for Halloween. Yeah, what is the case? What is the case with him? It seems like sometimes he's just unstable when he's tweeting. Like sometimes it just seems like he's so out of it. He's high or unstable or something with his tweets. Other times his tweets are very well thought out, and he'll like go back and forth with like Peter Schiff, of all people, but yet he's trying to troll Michael and others. I don't get it. I don't get it at this point. BTC ST, I don't know what project that is. BTT, I don't like. Because it's within the Tron ecosystem, and it seems like they have no clear vision, no clear path for any of their projects. So I don't like it at this point. Bake, I still like. If you look at what they're doing with NFTs, they're doing some really good stuff. So I do like them still. Thoughts on what will happen to XRP after a lawsuit? Yeah, it's going to explode is what's going to happen if it comes out favorable. So XRP is also another big cap. I think is really, really good to hold. talk about band implementation of W band, which will be on a Binance Smart contract. I don't know what that is. That's probably some synthetic token creation. I don't know. Yeah, I mentioned about Cody already. All right, guys. Yeah, I didn't want to go into too much of the small caps today. Maybe tonight, but just wanted to address the FUD today. Address the FUD. Address Elon, which is still trolling for whatever reason. But the biggest thing is the whales. The whales are doing what they do. They drive things up or down based on the environment. Right now, there's a lot of FUD, a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So you could definitely see there's a big emphasis on utilizing the derivative exchanges to drive things lower. But despite their efforts, people are learning. People are not being liquidated as much, and altcoins are leading the way. And if altcoins are leading the way, it shows that retail investors are learning. They're developing diamond hands. They're not falling for the whalish games. And eventually the whales will lose their power. So don't be fearful. Take advantage. Build up those diamond hands. And when you can, dollar cost average and hodl and dollar cost average and hold and dollar cost average some more until you build up that portfolio, the optimal portfolio, 50-25-25 rule, and you build up to life-changing wealth. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll reevaluate the market once again. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care.